Yeah. Oh, Illuminubi actually joining as our first contestant against Lim, running a weapon skill with Gen Speed Marina. Wait, can you guys change the map to Endless Training? The map for the entire tournament is gonna be Endless Training. Yep, thank you. Ew, Zelos. Okay, guys, so for the first match, we're gonna be having Illuminubi with the Monofire comp against Slim, running Ogma, Marina, and Zelos. It's a Regen Speed Marina. So it's looking very bad for Illuminubi right now. Lim goes for Ogma first against Illuminubi Split Vis first. I think this matchup is favorable for Illuminubi. Though Illuminubi does not pick a box while Ogma is picking one, he's just gonna allow Ogma to pick multiple boxes. That's gonna allow Marina to sweep a lot more easier. Though Illuminubi does get a lot of negations from Ogma's weapon skill here. Though partially tanks the next one. Lim now has a 3-box lead. I mean, it's just a 2-box lead because Illuminubi has one. Now it's a 3-box lead, but Illuminubi is gonna be able to trade. It's gonna be 4 against 2 boxes. Lim is gonna get chain skilled. Blitviz is actually gonna get this chain skill, but it's not gonna deal enough damage to the Ogma. Now, Blitviz is gonna have about half HP against Marina, which is like the main part of Lim's team. If Illuminubi can take down Lim's Marina here, it's gonna be very bad for Lim. But like, I don't think there's any way to do that unless Illuminubi practically negates almost every single tick from Marina's weapon skill. They tank almost the entire weapon skill, but I do see a few zeros here and there. It's just gonna chain. Illuminubi was not able to avoid that, and Lim will take the first kill. Now it's Marina against Quintilla. Quintilla can definitely outplay this, though it's gonna be harder because it's Regen Speed Marina. Marina actually has the option to trade weapon skills against Scintilla here, which usually you cannot do. Scintilla actually tanks a lot of Marina's weapon skill. Now, there's a very good chance that Marina gets a chain on the second tick here, though Illuminubi was able to dodge it with a well-timed dash, though misses the second weapon skill. Lim, now 1 tick is enough to chain the Scintilla, and Lim is able to get the chain skill. It's just gonna be a Marina sweep. It's probably gonna be a Marina sweep here. It's gonna be Marina against the Vishivac. Is Vishivac gonna be able to outplay this? It's gonna be so difficult because it's a weapon skill of a Gen Speed Marina. They're actually gonna be able to have a much faster weapon skill. Now it's Vishivac. Is Vishivac aiming for a trade? Marina has Trigger Discipline. Doesn't use the skill. Oh, but Lim actually uses the weapon skill and misses almost everything. Illuminubi actually has a very solid chance to chain here. But does he even does Vishivac even deal enough damage against Marina? Oh, it actually does. It takes down Marina to almost Marina's almost down. Vishivac still has more than half HP against this Zelos. Illuminubi still has a very decent chance of winning this game actually, though it's a 4-box Zelos. Let's see who chains first. It's a Regen Speed Zelos, so it's not gonna be easy for Illuminubi, though Illuminubi's Vishivac is dealing a lot of damage in the dogfight here. Lim is probably gonna be Amarok. Is he gonna be able to shoot this? Oh, it actually hits, I think. Illuminubi is getting hit by this. Will Vishivac be able to dodge? Oh, dodges the second Amarok weapon skill. Is this gonna chain Illuminubi? Is he gonna get the kill? Oh no, he doesn't kill yet. He still needs to dodge the next Amarok weapon skill. Manages to dodge it, and Illuminubi clutches this game. That's insane. Illuminubi actually manages to get a win from Lim's weapon skill with Gen Speed Marina. What a very unexpected turn of events. Yeah, well played to Lim. Oh, Kodos is actually playing a double tank Noxia Parvati comp. Parvati is obviously bad against Monofire, but it actually might have a chance to kill this Blitviz unless Blitviz negates some of the weapon skills. Now, it's gonna be Blitviz against Parvati. Blitviz obviously winning this matchup because of the elemental advantage. Kudos, I don't think you want to take that box against the Blitviz there. Maybe he's underestimating the damage from the Blitviz. I don't think 1 box was worth it for taking that much damage. Yep, and now Kudos is on the verge of dying. This Parvati might actually just get wasted on the Blitviz. Almost misses the entire skill, but actually manages to land 1 tick. Illuminubi uses the weapon skill here. Just 1 more, I think, can kill Parvati. No chain actually negates the weapon skill. Now it's gonna be Blitviz against Ogma again, the same scenario against Lim, and I think Blitviz should be winning this matchup. It's even boxes and almost even HP. Kodos actually wasted the Parvati there for no reason. Though I can't really blame them. I think it's hard to do anything with Parvati on this matchup. Illuminubi is going to be the first one to be taking the box. Gonna take a lot of damage from the weapon skills. But I don't think Ogma's gonna be able to chain. Illuminubi did not stand still on any one of those, yeah. And then some ticks did get negated. Is Illuminubi gonna be able to manage to get the chain skill here? Illuminubi gets the chain skill, and now it's Splitvis 1v2ing the Ogma and the Parvati. Now it's just gonna be up to Noxia to 1v3 this entire game. But Noxia is gonna be having trouble against a 3-box Splitvis, because in case you did not know, the more boxes you have, even if it's on even boxes, Noxia actually loses if both sides deal too much damage. Yeah, it's actually better for Noxia if the opponent's side is tankier. Like, it doesn't really matter if Noxia deals a lot of damage herself. It's gonna be hard to take down the Splitvis. This might actually be a Splitvis sweep from Illuminubi if he does not get if they avoid the chain here. Oh, but they do get chained by the Noxia. And it's gonna be Scintilia next. I don't think Noxia can really win against this unless Illuminubi messes up real hard. But yeah, let's not give up on Kudos. Kudos might have some tricks up his sleeve. Uses a summon on the wall. Now has the weapon skill, though Scintilia does have the weapon skill. Oh, misses it against a summon, but yeah, I don't think it's gonna be winnable for Kudos. A second win for Illuminubi. Yep, AB's up next. Let's see if AB can do anything against this Monofire comp from Illuminubi. In AB we trust. Yeah, because if AB does not win this, there's a very good chance that Illuminubi will just sweep through the entire tournament from the first round. Can AB take down our reigning champion Illuminubi with the Splitvis against the FP? I honestly don't know who's winning this matchup. I think it's gonna be dependent on if Illuminubi gets a lot of negations from FP's weapon skills. But as long as Splitvis can negate one tick from FP's weapon skill, it's gonna be borderline impossible to chain this unit. Oh, but Illuminubi was not able to negate anything there. Splitvis lands a second weapon skill. FP actually holds the next one. Is this gonna chain? Oh, it's actually gonna chain, and no negation on the chain skill itself either. Illuminubi though does not get the chain skill here on the future princess, though they're able to get a boss advantage. Illuminubi now at a 2-boss lead. That's actually very massive, considering their team comp is very hyper offensive with a Monofire. These 3 bosses are actually gonna come into play later against the Sumire and Priscilla. 3 bosses is actually huge on this matchup, so I think Illuminubi won that first match even if they lost their Splitvis there. Though let's see if AB can do anything with Sumire here. I think Sumire does have a good chance of outplaying the Scintilia here. AB does not get a good chunk of damage from that weapon skill. Illuminubi lands the first weapon skill there, but they're gonna take 2 more weapon skills to chain the Sumire. Sumire does get a decent amount of damage at the second skill, but look at how much damage the Scintilia is actually dealing to this Sumire. Can Sumire chain? Sumire cannot even chain. Illuminubi finishes off the Sumire. I think Illuminubi got this in the bag. It's very hard to win with Priscilla against a 3-box Scintilia. And I think Illuminubi does run SSB here, so yeah, like look at Priscilla's health bar just disappear like that. I think Priscilla is dead to Scintilia here, yep. And Illuminubi actually gets 3 games in a row. Is Illuminubi gonna sweep through this entire tournament first try? Wait, what is this team comp from Core? They're actually running Quake against a Monofire comp? Is this serious? Though we're gonna be Illuminubi is gonna be facing triple tank here. Ogma against Splitvis once again. This matchup is very common. I think it's the 3rd time that we're seeing this right now, and as usual, Illuminubi does have the advantage on this matchup. Core does get the weapon skill first, but as long as Illuminubi can negate a few ticks, Illuminubi is never getting chained by the Ogma weapon skill. Oh, Splitvis actually dodges some ticks there, but runs back into the weapon skill and actually tanks the next ones. Ogma is now... Oh, no, never mind. Splitvis is actually getting the box, now putting Illuminubi at another box advantage. But, yeah, manages to chain the Ogma and almost gets full HP with Splitvis with a box advantage. I think Illuminubi is just gonna win this entire tournament right now. The Core with the FP, can they do anything against the Splitvis? Yeah, like they don't have enough stats to dogfight the Splitvis. The Splitvis has 3 bosses and Monofire is a very strong party buff as well. I don't think FP can actually do anything against this. Illuminubi dodges the entire weapon skill from Core. FP is now struggling. It's very hard to actually take this Splitvis down now. It's all up to Craig, and like obviously Craig cannot win against 2 fire units. I think Illuminubi already has this in the bag. Chains the future princess, now has like full HP again and even more boxes against Craig. Is Core gonna be able to run away? Yep, Core cannot dogfight. It's all up to their weapon skills now, but this map has walls, so it's easier to dodge Craig's weapon skills. Yep, 1 weapon skill already misses from Craig. Splitvis, wow, what a BM on even takes another boss. Like, they don't even need to take other... Wow, Illuminubi with the jukes. Core actually drifts to the other direction. Illuminubi taking as much bosses as they can. And Illuminubi manages to take down Core and is the winner of the first season of the mini tournament. 4-0 in the series. Didn't even lose a single game. Yep, and the tournament is over in 13 minutes, guys. Round 2, please. Yeah, do you guys want a round 2 of the tournament? I mean, I still have a lot of codes to give away. Oh, you guys want a round 2? Okay, since the tournament is so fast, let's go for a round 2. I said I'm gonna stop the tournament after someone wins, but you know, this is way too fast. Illuminubi is now banned. Ilu just flexed on us. Might as well. Okay, now guys, we're having round 2. Lim again, but now this time with the Lucy. Oh, I think this is pair. Yeah, pair with the melee with Parvati. Kuroneko actually joining again, our champion from the first ever tournament. Anyway, it's gonna be Lim against pair. Parvati versus Ogma. Ogma also loses this matchup as long as Parvati does not mess up. Parvati is gonna be using the wire instantly. Ogma takes the first box. Parvati being confused. Is Lim gonna be able to take a second box? Lim, oh, actually did not want to take that. Parvati actually tanking a few ticks from Ogma's weapon skill. Is holding the weapon skill for pressure, trying to box Lim. Oh wow, with the prediction weapon skill, actually predicts where Lim is going and gets him with a couple ticks there. I think Parvati is actually gonna be able to chain in 3 weapon skills here. I'm not really sure. Yeah, but I don't think Parvati will have enough time to chain. Is Parvati actually dying to Ogma? Oh my god, Lim actually takes down Parvati on the first match, which is this is actually very bad for pair, because that Parvati would have been so useful against Lim's Noxia, which is the second unit. But anyway, pair has an FP against Ogma. Shouldn't be a hard matchup at all. FP should be able to easily clean this up. Though ideally the FP would be pressuring the mid section of the map in order to avoid Ogma from getting any more boxes. Yep, looks like he does do that. Though Lim was very fast on the box and denies FP any additional boxes. So it's gonna be Noxia against Future Princess. Now Noxia does use the summon at the corner of the wall, trying to get pair stuck on the corner with the FP. Is Lim gonna be using the weapon skill instantly? He does. Now FP's in huge trouble here, because Lim is actually pressuring them to use the. Oh, they actually used the weapon skill mistakenly there. Lim is Lim gonna be able to shoot the. Oh, they're just holding the weapon skill. Is Lim gonna play for boxes here? I think Lim is trying to finish off the game with Lucy. But this actually backfires. Lim does not get the box, and the Noxia actually falls for no reason here. Though I won't this is not over for Lim yet, because Lucy is actually so good against FP, and as long as Lim does have injury negation, it's gonna be hard for Lin to beat this Lucy. But FP is actually dealing quite a lot of damage to Lim's Lucy here. Though Lim does manage to get the chain on the second one. Is Lin actually gonna be able to deal enough damage to kill this Lucy before chain? It's gonna be very hard for Lin, especially because Lucy has a faster weapon skill cooldown than Lin and is able to run away from their weapon skill. Misses the fire breath. Yeah, that's not a lot of damage, especially with the fire breath missing. Wow, Lin actually tries to trade weapon skills here, but Lin is now in huge danger of getting chained here. Is Lim gonna be able to get the chain? He doesn't get the chain and gets killed by the Lin before getting a chain skill. Lim actually loses with the Lucy against the Lin. Well played by Pair, and Pair takes the first game of the series. Yeah, but now it's gonna be Kuroneko against Pair. Using the same mono basic team that won the first tournament. Is Kuroneko gonna win two tournaments now? Is he gonna get 2 tournament wins? Yeah, the basic team is back. It's the Regen Speed Lan with Akana. Lan against Parvati. I don't know how this matchup plays out, because I haven't seen this happen before, but it looks like Lan is losing the dogfight against Parvati here. Lan tanks the entire weapon skill, and actually dies to Parvati so quickly. This Parvati is dealing a lot of damage to the Lan. There's a bit of lag going on here. Is Parvati? Oh yeah, Parvati is lagging. Oh, he's back now. But I don't think he's. Wait, what is this? It's red ping. This match might need to be cancelled if some unspoken horror starts to happen. Yeah, as long as the Parvati does not teleport all over the place and one-shot the future knight, it's fine. I'm not gonna reset it because the Parvati is almost dead, and I think the same would happen anyway, even without the lag. So I think the show must go on. That's fair. I don't think there's any reason to restart the match unless the FP does some magic tricks here. It looks like Pair's internet connection is taking a turn for the worse here. Let's see if it gets better, though. They can run. They can run. Pair is hacking. Yeah, this match might need to be cancelled. Pair is gonna be disqualified from this run. Well, you can rejoin it. Oh wait, they're actually back. Yeah, no magic tricks are actually happening, so I think the show must go on. It's fine. As long as it doesn't happen again, I'm gonna allow this. Like, there's no horrible teleportation action going on right there. This Future Knight, does it have negation? It does not have negation and actually falls to the Lin. It's now up to the weapon skill of a Gen Speed Kana to take down the Lin as the final unit for pair. Though Lin really needs to get like a 2 weapon skill chain here if they want to win. Oh, this Future, like, this Kana also does not have injury negation. Now Lin has an HP lead. Is Kana gonna be able to run away from this? Kana gets a second weapon skill, but I don't think there's enough HP. Yep, and Lin manages to get the second win against the Regen Speed Kana. And pair actually gets a 2-win streak on this tournament. We now have the next game. It's gonna be the third game. Now it's up to Bet to actually dogfight this Parvati. Let's see if Bet has enough damage. Well, Parvati actually ignores the Bet and just takes the box. Losing Parvati would be big for would be actually big for, like, for pair. Yeah, because Parvati would have dealt a lot of damage to the FP there. You definitely want to have Parvati alive, and FP is just gonna clean up the Beth. Now it's gonna be Hinata's Parvati doing work against Pair's FP. Now it's FP against Parvati. Oh, Parvati actually misses the wire here. Takes a lot of damage because like there's no attack debuff to be seen. Parvati are they gonna be able to land the weapon skill here? Are they trying for a prediction? Oh, they're not trying for a prediction. Oh, actually lands a lot of ticks on the FP. Their FP starts lagging again. Oh, they're back. Is FP chained here? Yup, FP gets chained. And Parvati actually wins this matchup. Though it's gonna be Lin last. Parvati is definitely falling to Lin, so it's gonna be up to Marina versus Lin here. Now, this is heavily favored for Marina. But I do think it's not unwinnable for Lin. Because you can actually dodge Marina's weapon skill. If you're good enough. Let's see if Hinata's gonna be able to chain the Lin, because if Marina gets chained first, Marina is actually gonna die here. I think Lin does have enough damage to take down the Marina. Yep, and the Lin does dodge a lot of ticks from Marina's weapon skill. Now Marina is actually on the verge of getting chained here, unless Marina gets a kill earlier on. Now Marina uses the weapon skill. Is just gonna chain. Wow, I don't know who's gonna be able to get a chain skill here. No one gets a chain skill, so this is Marina's win in the end. Well played for Hinata. Oh, Kodos is still running the same old team comp. Parvati, Ogma, and Noxia. Now it's Parvati against Beth once again. Is Kodos gonna be able to beat the Beth this time? Yep, Kodos is not picking a box unlike what Pair did earlier. So Kodos is actually able to trade a lot of damage against the Beth. Parvati is actually winning this matchup right now. Kodos was able to actually chain the Beth here. It's gonna be Parvati mirror. Is Kodos actually gonna be able to beat this Parvati from Hinata? Hinata was not able to dodge the first wire, while Kodos was able to dodge the first one. Oh, dives right through though. Kodos tries to trade weapon skills, but Kodos actually gets the skill first. Now I'm actually getting quite confused who's getting which weapon skill. Oh yeah, but Kodos is actually able to take down Hinata's Parvati. That's 2 kills in a row for Kodos' Parvati. And it's gonna be so bad for Marina now, facing up against an Earth unit which should have been dead ages ago. Though it's Marina gonna be able to clutch this. Marina still has full HP. Parvati is almost dead. Parvati almost misses the entire weapon skill. Though Marina does not land a lot of ticks on that skill either. Marina, is she gonna be able... Oh, Marina actually tanks the weapon skill and gets chained. Kodos with a 3-0. Parvati sweep. Now Eugene against Parvati. Personally, as a Eugene player myself, I don't like this matchup. I think Parvati does have the upper hand here. Yeah, because Eugene needs to weapon skill very early if you want to get the chain, and Kodos is able to actually dodge a lot of ticks from that Eugene weapon skill. Though I don't think Parvati is gonna be able to chain Eugene on the third hit. So it's gonna be up to if this third Eugene weapon skill is actually gonna be able to chain the Parvati. We're gonna see. Oh, it actually manages to chain the Parvati here. Is this gonna be a kill? It's not gonna be a kill, but I think Lim has enough time to get away and dodge the next weapon skill. Eugene actually takes down the Parvati, and this is very bad for Kudos now because Eugene is probably gonna be able to take out the Noxia as well. Eugene's most common build is running Ogma Plastic Model, so if Lim is running the same, Ogma is probably gonna die to the Eugene chain skill here. What Kudos actually tanks a lot of ticks from that first weapon skill. Is Lim gonna get a box here? Lim gets the first box. Kudos does not trade the box here, so Lim is gonna be at a box advantage. Kudos does take the next box, so he now evens it out. But I think Ogma is definitely gonna get chained here. Lim waiting for the armor to go away. Oh, does not actually manage to kill the Ogma. He does not have enough damage. But Lim picking a bunch of boxes to counter Kudos. Now 4 boxes against this Noxia, but this is not yet the end of this is not yet the end for Kudos because Noxia actually beats Marina very easily. I think it's a very Noxia favored matchup unless Lim has some tricks off his sleeve to actually outplay Kudos' Noxia. Yeah, but now this Ogma fight is almost irrelevant except for the boxes that they're gonna take. So Kudos is actually gonna trade boxes here, so Lim does not get that much of a box advantage. But as I said earlier, right, the more boxes the opponent has, the worse the game becomes for Noxia. Wait, I think Kudos. Oh no, they're not able to get the chain skill here. Is Ogma gonna get chained? Oh no, chain for both Ogmas here. I think Lim still has a bit of a shield here, so they might be able to get a few ticks off of they might be able to get a irrelevant enough chip damage to the Kudos Noxia. Though Noxia does have 4 boxes, if Noxia is running Ogma Plastic Model, it's very likely that Noxia kills this Ogma. Yep, Noxia is not allowing Ogma to get a free weapon skill. Noxia does take the box here. Doesn't want to lack on damage against Marina, but Kudos, because they tanked that weapon skill, they're actually getting threatened by Ogma's chain skill here. Uses the chain there. Lim is not downed anymore when Noxia used a chain skill, so it dealt less damage and healed less. But now Lim is on 8 boxes against a 5-box Noxia. Even if this matchup is very unfavorable for Marina, the 8 boxes might be enough to actually take down the Noxia here. Let's see how much damage the Marina actually does. The hook misses for Lim. Kudos is actually dodging really well here. Noxia gets the weapon skill first. Is he gonna hold it? Oh yes, he's gonna hold it, but Lim is not falling for it. Lim does not get a lot of ticks from the first weapon skill. Though I don't think the second weapon skill... Oh, it actually chained! The second skill from Noxia actually chained, but it's not enough to kill the Marina here. Marina actually survives. Is Marina gonna be able to chain the Noxia? There's not enough damage here. Is Lim gonna be able to finish off the Noxia in time? No! Even with 8 boxes, it's not enough, and Kudos still takes the win against Lim here. Now, it's Shiraka with triple damage actually. Triple damage melee. Though I'm not really sure if full damage Beth can take down Kudos Parvati. We've been seeing a lot of good plays from Kudos Parvati previously from the last games. Kudos was able to land the first wire. They're not taking the boxes. Neither sides are taking boxes here, which is good because you never want to take boxes as a triple damage comp, and you never want to take boxes against a triple damage comp. But Shiraka does tank a lot of ticks from the first weapon skill, so they're gonna get chained by the second one. Parvati actually continuing the streak here. Does Parvati have a weapons? An injury negation against Lin? We're not seeing it yet. Oh, I think they do have an injury negation here, so Kudos still has a good chance of taking down this Lin. Though, is it gonna be too much damage? Shiraka was able to dodge a bunch of ticks from the first weapon skill. I don't think they're gonna be able to chain on the second one. Actually misses the entire second weapon skill there. Tried to predict. I respect it, but it didn't work out for him. Shiraka is able... Oh wow! Kudos actually throwing the weapon skill into the audience there. Shiraka manages to take down the Parvati before it deals too much damage to his team. Now I think Ogma actually loses this matchup, but as you know, Ogma is very good against any triple damage comps. It doesn't matter what unit you're using. And Shiraka is making a mistake by actually dogfighting the Ogma here. You'd never want to dogfight an Ogma if you're running a full damage comp. Shiraka is able to use a weapon skill but does not get the full ticks from it, falls before they do so. Now Ogma still at half HP against this Hana. I think Ogma is going to be able to take this Hana down to very low HP unless Shiraka knows how to play against it. Shiraka actually runs away, does not try to dogfight the Ogma, which is very good for Hana. I wouldn't call Shiraka out of this game yet. I think Shiraka can still have a good chance of winning this game. Now, Kudos with the Ogma dealing a lot of damage to a full damage Hana. Hana does get the chain skill and finish off the Ogma. Now, Hana still with a lot of HP against Noxia on this map. Full damage Hana definitely is a very hard matchup for Noxia. Let's see if Shiraka has enough damage. Yeah, just look at how much damage she's dealing with one weapon skill here. Almost half HP on the second one. Though Kudos did get a very good weapon skill on the first one, so the second one is probably gonna be able to chain here. Zero is in trouble now. Yep, they do get chain here. Kudos actually delaying the next weapon skill. Does it in time, and Siroka will not be able to finish off the Noxia. Kudos takes the third win of the tournament. Yep, so there are a bunch of new players actually joining just now, so it's up to AB to give them a chance to play. If AB wins against Kudos here, our new contenders are actually going to be able to play on this tournament. Yeah, but they do have a light unit against Noxia. I think Priscilla against Noxia is borderline unplayable for the Noxia, so if it does come to that, it's gonna be hard for AB. AB does not trade boxes against Kudos here, loses out on 2 boxes here. Kudos now with a 2-box lead against an FP, dodges the first weapon skill. I don't think AB can chain anymore unless Kudos stands the entire second skill. But yeah, I don't think that's gonna be possible. Kudos is it's very unlikely that Kudos is gonna fall for that. Oh, AB actually finishes the box here. Does manage to take down... Whoa, never mind. Kudos with the last second weapon skill and chaining the FP takes it down. And now Parvati left with almost full HP against a 2-box Sumire. At least the box advantage is not too big for Kudos now. It used to be a 2-box lead, now it's just 1. But it's the same situation for the Noxia player. Like you don't really want an opponent to have too many boxes against your Sumire and your Priscilla. So like the more boxes both players have, it's worse for it's gonna be worse for Priscilla. Yeah, Kudos. I think Kudos is actually gonna be able to sweep this with the Parvati, because if I'm not mistaken, Priscilla is a support, and supports take a lot more damage to from Parvati, I mean. And also the weapon skill regen debuff is gonna be very troublesome for Priscilla, because with Priscilla you really want to get your weapon skill off as soon as you can. Now Kudos is just wasting a weapon skills here. He's not trying to hold it by any means. Maybe because he's also scared of Priscilla actually chaining. Yep. No chain skill for Kudos. I think AB is gonna be able to chain skill for here. Oh no, but Kudos actually gets the cooldown right on time, and another Parvati sweep from Kudos. Kudos actually wins the entire tournament now. Yep. Anyway, that's gonna conclude this week's tournament. Unfortunately for our friends here, JJJT Noctrial, they're not gonna be able to play because the tournament's already over. But yeah, thanks for everyone who participated. It was very fun. I'm gonna host a similar tournament next week. So if you want something similar to this, I'm gonna like this is not gonna end right now. It's just season 1. Season 2 is coming, and I hope you guys will participate on season 2 as well.